Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is your girl Tysheen. I'm back with another video. So we're gonna be reacting to Diddy's fake apology to Cassie. And he's not sorry. Of course he's not. Let's get straight to it.
Hello everybody, welcome to the impressive
That's a nice
channel.
hairstyle.
P. Diddy released an apology video after
I don't mean to stop the video so soon, but that is a cute hairstyle. That hairstyle is cute.
footage of him pounding on his ex-girlfriend Cassie was exposed to the public.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was f***ed up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
I don't feel like this
Look, I'm not the one to judge, but they always do this when they get caught. They always do this when they get caught. Why didn't he make this video before the tape came out? Why didn't he make a video before? When he gave that woman, what was it, 30 million or 20 million? I don't know exactly. I know he gave her millions. And my thing is, he could have apologized before. Why now? It's always like that because the tape, there's evidence now. He can't deny this one. So he's like, he has to, his lawyers and his people are telling him, no, okay, you got to make some videos right now. You got to make an apology video right now because you're going to lose money. This is what it's all boiled down to, his image and his money. That's it. That's it.
apology is
Let's keep it real.
at all. I don't think Diddy is genuinely sorry for his actions.
No.
I do think he does feel guilty that he was caught. I think he feels ashamed that people now see him for who he truly is, because he tried to mask this side of himself and tried to rebrand himself as Dr. P. Diddy Love, whatever he was going by. He was calling himself Brother Love, but obviously he's Brother Hate. He was full of hate, and he was putting them hateful hands on Cassie and many other men and women. And the thing is, before the video came out, he tried to deny that he was guilty of any of the allegations. He said, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth.
This is what I'm saying. Like, he's so full of it. I didn't even know he wrote this. I didn't even know that he wrote this. This is what I'm saying. He's so full of it. Very.
Diddy Combs. Boy, bye. Nobody want to hear that. We don't want to hear that because we know that he's not being genuine. An apology is only effective if there's changed behavior that follows it. The problem with Diddy is he didn't change his behavior, because after this whole incident where he was dragging and kicking Cassie in this hotel, he still was putting his hands on her. Cassie tried to leave him after this incident. She tried to hide, but he sent his people to track her down, and they were threatening her and saying if she doesn't return his calls, then her music that she worked hard on wouldn't be put out. Also, Diddy was sending his lawyers to get her, and in the lawsuit it said each time Miss Ventura tried to run away, Mr. Combs and his powerful network would force her back to him. After this hotel incident, Diddy was still put.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I tell people, well, this is why people are so quick want to marry or date somebody that has money. But you got to be careful with that, because that person, they crazy. You know, they're spoiled, they're crazy. They you know, they feel like they have way more power than everybody in the world. You know, they don't believe in God. They think they're God, to be honest. That's just, yeah, they think they're God. But they're evil people. Very, very evil people. Very dark, evil people. You know, and they feel like because they have the money, they could do whatever they want to do. They could pay this person. They could pay lawyers. They could pay people off the street. They could pay anybody to do what they want them to do, you know? So it's a scary situation. And for the people who was, you know, saying, oh, she should have been left. People are saying, oh, she should have left. She's full of it. She's a liar. She just wanted the money. Y'all don't know what she had to go through. It wasn't easy for her to just get up and say, well, I don't want to deal with this man. Let me go home. Let me just leave. It wasn't that easy. He had people. He has the money. He could hire investigators to go look for her. And people will take the money. Doesn't matter who you are, you're going to take the money. If he offer you $100,000 right now to do something, some of y'all probably will do it, you know? So, yeah.
And he even attacked her friend Carrie Morgan. 2 years after the fact, she was still desperately trying to leave. And in September 2018, he tried to force his way into her apartment. And she tried to reject him, but he forced himself on her and violated her in the worst way. So you got to understand why we're not buying this apology, because Diddy is apologizing for something that he continued to do over and over and over and over and over again. Diddy has been repeating his behavior, and at this point it's no longer mistakes. These are decisions. And listen, nobody in the world is perfect, and I understand that Diddy has his own battles. He does have a drug problem and an anger problem, and to be honest, I feel like he's possessed.
I don't know if a lot of y'all remember. I don't know if a lot of y'all, well, some of y'all probably too young, but I remember they did an interview with his mother, and they wanted to know why they called him, was it Puff Daddy? Why his name is called Puff Daddy? His mother said the reason why they call him Puff Daddy, because Puff, he will always get mad about something, and he will puff, you know, always puffing, you know, every time he's mad about something. So he always had this problem when he was younger. So this is nothing new. So you could tell that he's the type of person, when he don't get what he wants, he's gonna flip the you know. And I don't know if he ever gonna get type of help. He claimed he's seeking help right now. I don't believe that one.
Evil spirit, and he needs to be delivered, and he needs Jesus to help him. I'm so serious about that. Some people will argue and say, no, it's mental illness. It's not mental illness. It's deeper than that. This is like a spirit. When you see somebody
it's deeper
go
than
out
that
in public and shoot up a school, it's not mental illness. It's a spirit.
It's
no different with Diddy.
People always quick to say mental illness. Every little thing somebody do is mental illness. Okay, yeah, maybe, but like she said, it's way deeper than that. People are so quick to say that. Oh, you got a mental problem.
And Diddy,
so I agree with her.
Hands on women. He put his hands on men too. He's had people unalived. He allegedly has sent hits out on people. So this is not just mental illness. These are premeditated evil behaviors, and it's really being dictated by the evil spirit that's in him. He needs to be spiritually delivered. He really does. And not only that, he needs someone who could help guide him into the right direction, because I'm gonna tell you one thing, the spiritual advisors that he's been going to, like TD Jakes, they haven't been helping. Okay, TD Jakes hasn't helped Diddy not a lick. And I hate to do it, but I have to criticize TD Jakes, because he's out there at the parties, Diddy bopping with Diddy, but he's not telling him that he needs to change. He's not
going to tell Diddy to change. Diddy's not trying to change. Diddy not trying to hear that. All these people that associate with each other, they just dare to get what they want. You know, basically, they're all fake friends. They're not really friends. They're all fake. So
actually holding him accountable.
He's there for a reason.
He's only there for one purpose only.
See?
And that's to help Diddy's image. And the producer Little Rod said in his lawsuit against Diddy that Diddy actually recruited TD Jakes to help soften his image after Cassie's allegations. That's it. That's all. He wasn't truly helping him. He was allowing himself to be used by Diddy to get good PR.
So I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes. Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
This BET speech is truly diabolical after knowing what we know, but see, T.D. Jakes wasn't there to really help Diddy. I don't feel like he was truly helping him. I think he was there to give him good PR, and in return, he got money. He got a big donation. He even got a slot on Diddy's network Revolt before Diddy stepped down, of course. And also, he was invited to all the little Diddy Bop parties. He actually got some opportunities from being tied to Diddy. And I think he kind of put that as a priority above actually helping Diddy change. Now, I will say that another person can't make another person change. That person has to want to change.
I always said that. I always said you can't, like, that person, they need to be the one to change themselves. No one can change them. They only could change themselves. I always say that.
Diddy has to want to change, but I will say Bishop T.D. Jakes
I don't think he wants to change
his own values and his own reputation to be associated with Diddy and not really hold him accountable. And look how it's backfiring. People are now saying that he's complicit in covering up Diddy's behavior. They are accusing him of a lot of things, and it's all because of that association. And now you have T.D. Jakes in his pulpit indirectly addressing Diddy's tape and speaking against DV. But I'm pretty sure in the years that he has known Diddy that he may have been aware of some of the stuff that he was accused of. But now it's not cool for him to be associated with Diddy anymore.
Yeah, he know what he's doing. He's trying to like back away from it right now because people, you know, right now giving him the side eye. You know, like y'all been friends for a long time, so you must seen something, you know. But like I said, these celebrities are not going to talk. They're not going to talk. They don't want to be associated with this. You know, they don't want people to ruin their money. That's what it is. They don't want their image to be sabotaged. So it's like, you know, let me just stay away from this.
So
it's just crazy. It's sad though.
To protect his reputation, he has to distance himself, and also he has to publicly condemn Diddy's behavior, which is what he did, at least indirectly. But I honestly don't think he would have said anything if that tape didn't leak. But he has to say something now because his name has been tied to Diddy. That's
so true. It's so crazy how they're so quiet now. Before, when this whole Cassie thing, a lot of these celebrities were talking, you know, they would say, oh, they got no proof, you know, they just want to sabotage this man's image and all this stuff. A lot of them was talking, but now they're quiet. Ever since this tape out, everybody's quiet. Nobody want to say nothing.
Looked at as Diddy's spiritual advisor, so to protect his image, he has to speak out against it. So this part of the sermon, in my opinion, was T.D. Jakes' way of distancing himself from Diddy.
When I saw the images that have been floating all over the news all week, it became difficult to watch. The atrocious, degrading, demeaning, debauchery. I know who it was, but I saw my daughters. As a man, I saw my daughters, and it made me angry. It made me angry. And I thought, if it affected me like that as a man, how much more is that image a trigger for women who have been through that, who are currently going through that, who are in the middle of that, who feel trapped in situations where you are being physically and emotionally and verbally abused. And it is possible to feel trapped and have a key to the door and still feel trapped in a situation you can't get out of. Let me tell you a couple of things before we pray. Both for the victims and the perpetrator. There's something you need to understand. If you got a rage you can't control, if you have an emotional problem, a mental health issue where you're bipolar, and your kids get scared when they hear your car coming home. You gotta get some help, dude. You gotta get some help. You gotta come out of denial and get some help.
So that's what TD Jakes had to say. Anyway, tell what y'all think about this mess down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, I had to give him the side eye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all are a big fan of TD Jakes. I understand some of y'all are a big fan of him. And some of y'all might even say, well, he probably didn't know. You have to understand, maybe he's not around him 24/7. Maybe he didn't know. He must have known something. Please. They were all full of it. This whole situation is crazy. I don't even know what to say. It's like part of me is not surprised because I've heard so many things about P. Diddy for years in the 90s. We've been hearing things about him. So some of us who grew up in the 90s, we knew something was off about him. We heard so many things about him. He had beef with Wendy Williams. When Wendy Williams came out, said something about him on the radio. Within the next day, she got fired. The next day, she was fired. She came on the radio and said, I was let go. This would be my last day or something like that. And I was like, people were like, see, But a lot of people, came out and said things about him. But it's like some of us, we're not surprised. Like I said, we're not surprised. Some of us are not surprised. I always heard things about him, but I never back then we didn't really hear a lot. Especially social media wasn't that active like how it is today. I mean, we had access to the internet, but it wasn't like how it is now. Like a lot of these platforms, like Instagram, YouTube, and all that, But I'm glad people are seeing this now. Like it's in video now, so everybody's seeing this. So it's just crazy. But and for the people who, I heard people saying, she should have just left. That pissed me off when people are saying why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave? Like it's so easy for you to just say, okay, you know what, I'm going home, I'm leaving. It's not that easy. You know how many women got killed, over this? Because they left, they try to run away, and then, it's just a sad situation. And I can speak on it because I experienced that before. Not like that, as brutal Hearn's words, but I experienced that before. And it was easy for me to just get up and leave, but it's not easy for a lot of women to just get up and leave. Okay, it's not easy because you have some men out there, they're not going to give up, and I don't know what it is. I guess it's like a power trip type of thing. They want to be controlled in a relationship. It's a lot going on. But anyway, we can go on and on about this. But anyway, comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about this, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.